Okay. We'll go ahead and get started. I know a couple of families were not able to join just because of work, so I'll go ahead and record the meeting so that we can go ahead and post it on the class dojo. Okay. Okay, so welcome all kinder families. Thank you for making the time to be here. A little excited because we do have a couple of updates and just want to let you know what's coming up. So again, if you haven't written your child's first and last name in the chat, please make sure to do so you can get your parent hours for that. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get started with just introductions, who we are. I know a lot of us have had the chance to get to know each other through parent conferences, but we want to go ahead and just update you all. I am Miss Lucy. I am the kindergarten ELA teacher, so I work predominantly with the Spartans and the Warriors.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Ms. Gutierrez. I work primarily with the Gauchos and the Tigers. I am their kindergarten ELA teacher.
Hi, everyone. I am Miss Daisy. I was the kids' art teacher, but I will now be taking I will be covering Miss Lovato's place with Kinder ILS. I've been with Rocket Ship for 6 years, and I'm excited to work with the Kinder team.
Hello, I am Michaela. I am the new STEM teacher, so I see all 4 cohorts every day.
Okay, so we wanted to go ahead and just update all kinder families. Miss Lovato is no longer part of the kinder team. And so Miss Daisy has stepped up and has become the new kindergarten ILS teacher, which is amazing because the kids already know her. They have a really good relationship with her, and Miss Daisy is just amazing with all of our classes.
Algo nuevo que queríamos compartir con las familias de Kinder es que Miss Daisy va a ser nuestra nueva maestra de el laboratorio, o sea, la clase de computadoras. Y ella antes era la maestra de arte, pero los niños la quieren mucho y la conocen, entonces ella va a ser la maestra reemplazando a Miss Lovato.
And then also wanted to just officially just introduce teacher Michaela. She started with Kinder STEM this year. She's permanently there. So I know a lot of parents were at the beginning worried because there wasn't someone consistent. So officially, teacher Michaela is their STEM teacher. So if you do have any questions or concerns about your kiddo in math and science, please go ahead and take down teacher Michaela's number and reach out to her.
Oficialmente también queremos presentar a la maestra Michaela. Ella ha sido nuestra maestra de matemáticas y va a ser por el resto del año. Entonces, si tiene alguna pregunta de cómo va su estudiante en matemáticas, por favor, anote el número de la maestra Michaela para poder contactarla y hablar más con ella sobre esas preguntas.
Okay, so we also wanted to take this time to go ahead and go over NWEA. We've had a lot of parents in parent conferences ask us, what is NWEA? And so it is an assessment taken via computer. It's normally done in with their ILS teacher. And it is an assessment taken 3 times a year. So they take it at the beginning, the middle, and then they take it at the end of the year. And this is a very important assessment test because it does help us understand and measure your students' progress and growth, both in math and in language and ELA. And it is catered to a student's own learning. So it switches as the student responds correctly or incorrectly. I'll go ahead and let Ms. Gutierrez translate that part, and then I'll go into why we take it.
También queremos hablar sobre el examen que se llama NWEA y es un examen nacional y los niños los estudiantes van a tomar este examen por computadora en la clase de laboratorio de Miss Daisy. y este examen lo hacen 3 veces al año. Y es importante porque nos ayuda a ver el progreso que hacen en matemáticas y también en leyendo literatura. Y el examen es no personalizado, pero si su estudiante va recibiendo las preguntas incorrectas o correctas, les va dando más preguntas difíciles y si las agarran incorrectas, luego les dan menos preguntas. O es importante que ellos hagan su mejor esfuerzo cuando hagan el examen.
So we take this assessment 3 times, and it provides both current, so their current kinder teachers and their following teachers, so it'd be first grade teachers, with data and information to target their instructions. And as well as allows us to see if our students need any additional support in areas, which means first grade teachers are going to be looking at the data to see where your students are coming in and what your students have understood or mastered, and what your students may still need additional support. So it is something that we look at and something that their first grade teachers will look at.
Otra vez es muy importante que los estudiantes hagan su mejor esfuerzo cuando se tomen este examen, porque para nosotros este año nos ayuda a ver qué necesitan los estudiantes para seguir mejorando y alcanzando sus metas académicas. Y pues para el año que viene, los maestros de primer grado van a ver cómo hicieron los estudiantes en este examen para poder ayudarlos en la área donde ellos vean que necesitan ayuda. So, ellos se van basados a los datos del examen.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go a little bit over in how you can help your students starting as soon as today, as weeks before. So ensuring that your students are completing their OLPs weekly, but also providing them with check tools. So like a paper and pencil, so that your student is able to check their work, both for their Lexia, Freckle Fluency, and as well as for their ST Math. And then reminding your students to take their time. Something that we noticed in the past with NWEA is that our students aren't taking their time because it is computerized. And what happens is they don't listen to all the instructions or directions, and they actually will click at random. And again, this doesn't give us an accurate representation of where your student is, and it won't give their first grade teachers an accurate representation.
Ustedes pueden ayudar a su estudiante como por asegurando que ellos hagan su tarea semanal de los programas de línea que se llaman los OLPs, y también asegurar que o recordar a su estudiante que tomen su tiempo cuando estén tomando este examen. Queremos que se tomen su tiempo y tomen por lo menos los 2 días que les damos para terminar el examen, y no que ellos lo hagan bien rápido, porque no queremos que lo acaben rápido, que sea una carrera. Queremos que tomen su tiempo y que ellos también revisen su trabajo y hagan su mejor esfuerzo así.
So something that we're doing and we need your help with is for a spring break, which will be April 11th to April 15th. We're actually going to have required spring break homework on their Seesaw. So students have used Seesaw in the Learning Lab before, but I know to some parents, this might be a new program. All students should know how to log in. They will have an ELA and math assignment in their Seesaw. So they access it through Clever, which as soon as they log into their computer, they should be able to access Clever right away. After they're Clever, they're going to click on Seesaw. So I know we've seen this icon before, but haven't really used it. But our students in the Learning Lab have used it in the past. And then once they log into their Seesaw, they're going to see 2 assignments. They'll see an NWEA that'll say ELA and an NWEA that will say math. And this assignment is going to be assigned based on your student's NWEA current level. And again, this is going to be assigned for spring break, and this is going to be their required homework. So this is something that across Rocket Ship Spark is going to be assigned to all students.
Para preparar a los estudiantes, nosotros vamos a dar tarea para el receso de primavera, para el spring break de abril 11 a abril 15. Nosotros vamos a dar tarea que se puede encontrar en línea, en el mismo lugar donde tienen todos sus programas, en Clever. Van a encontrar el programa que se llama CISA y ahí los estudiantes van a poder practicar preguntas que son similares o de un formato similar al examen que van a tomar después de spring break.
Okay. And I saw a question about it being assigned a little bit earlier. As of right now, the earliest that it can be assigned is like the beginning of April. So if your student for some reason won't be here or is going to be missing out on it, please reach out to your homeroom teacher about maybe potentially getting a hard copy. Do you want to translate that, Ms. Gutierrez?
Oh, sorry. Hubo una pregunta de si pueden recibir la tarea un poquito más temprano, pero en ese caso, si hay por una razón específica porque necesitan la tarea antes, por favor, contacten a el maestro de su estudiante para que ellos le puedan dar una tarea de papel.
Okay, and again, I don't know why I did that. And again, this is something that is going to be required. So it will be assigned to all of students, regardless of their grade level, so that they're able to practice NWEA skills. Okay, so what can we do the days of? So this is a week-long test. They have 2 days for each subject. So 2 days for the ELA and 2 days for the math. So definitely the days of, we want to ensure that your student, I can't see. Oh, that your student has had plenty of rest. So please make sure that the week of their NWEA, they go to bed early and they get their full 8 hours or more of sleep. That they eat a healthy and balanced breakfast. Again, what happens is this becomes a long test to them. If they're hungry, and they may not be focused, and then arrive to school on time. Because this is an assessment that's done at the very with Miss Daisy. So we want to make sure that all students arrive on time so that they have time to eat breakfast if they haven't, but as well as have time to, hear encouragement and practice with their teachers before taking this assessment. And just remind your students again, they absolutely listen to and remember what you tell them. We know because they will share it with us. So please remind your student to take their time to check their work and encourage them and motivate your student the week of NWEA testing.
El examen dura una semana, entonces sería 2 días para matemáticas y 2 días para la parte de inglés. Entonces es muy importante que esa semana los niños se duerman y descansen en las noches, también que estén desayunando un desayuno saludable para que cuando lleguen a la escuela no tengan hambre durante el examen, porque sí se puede sentir largo el examen. También es importante que lleguen a tiempo a la escuela, que lleguen temprano si pueden, y también que pues los papás recuerden a los niños que tomen su tiempo, que revisen su trabajo y también ustedes les pueden dar mucha motivación diciéndoles cosas como ustedes pueden o yo sé que tú puedes o trata tu mejor esfuerzo. Ustedes los pueden motivar también diciéndoles palabras de consejos.
So definitely that week, remind them that, this is a chance for them to show everything that they have learned. This is a chance for them to show how much they have grown. because this is going to be their last test that we'll look at, and as well as their first grade teachers. Ms. Daisy, do you have any other tips or anything to add? Because they'll be with you.
No, that's about it. Just coming early, the breakfast, making sure that they go to sleep on time. You guys pretty much covered it.
Okay, sweet. Okay. And again, just to before we go into the questions, again, just want to go ahead and flag again that they're going to have assigned homework via Seesaw, their spring break of April 11th to April 15th, so that they are prepared and they practice their skills. And we will give out official information about when the assessment is. It'll be a full week, but it's expected to be towards the end of April. We just don't have an official date because we're just working on the scheduling between the different grade levels.
So, una vez más es una oportunidad para nuestros estudiantes para demostrar qué tanto han aprendido durante todo el año, y también va a ser mandatorio que hagan la tarea de práctica que va a ser durante la semana de Spring Break, la semana de primavera de receso. I forgot what you said, Lucy.
No, I think you covered it. You covered it. Okay. Other than that, though, I wanted to go ahead and just say welcome to Ms. Daisy and welcome officially to Teacher Michaela. If you have any other questions, please reach out to Ms. Daisy when it comes to like ILS or any like the OLP programs, or Teacher Michaela if you have any of the STEM questions. But we're excited. We have a full team. We're definitely excited to see how much your students have grown. And if there's any other questions, we'll go ahead and you can come off the mute or type it in the chat. Okay. Spring break is April 11th through the 15th. So that's when this will be assigned. And then if you need an EPIC code, I think Ms. Gutierrez just typed it into the chat so that you're able to practice reading. I know my parents can give kids mock exams first. Not necessarily mock exams, but the NWA homework is formatted in a similar way that they'll see on the assessment. If you want anything additional, definitely reach out to your homeroom teacher, and we can work something out where if you want something more for your student. Okay. Well, if there are any more questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to any of us. I just saw a question of what if a kid cannot pass. It's not really about a pass or no pass test. It's more of a to see where your student is at in regards to just progress and just a mastery of their content. The Seesaw doesn't really require typing. It's more of they use the tools and they'll circle or write in their answer. So something that might be beneficial to use is a mouse. I know some of the kids really like using the mouse instead of the keypad. Okay. Well, we don't want to take any more of your time because you know you guys are busy. So definitely if you come up with any more questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to us. If you came in late, we'll go ahead and post this up on their class dojo as a link so that you're able to review it. Ms. Gutierrez, Teacher Michaela, Ms. Daisy, anything you wanted to add? Okay. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see your kiddos tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.